So,
we are continuing our camper shopping.
yes,
And we are sitting in something very, very expensive.
very.
Along the lines of keeping our options open, we've been looking at motorhomes, travel trailers, even looked at a couple fifth wheels. We are sitting in an Airstream.
Yep, we're in an Airstream Classic.
Let's see.
30 Classic. It's a 2018.
2018. With an MSRP of $141,000.
So, pretty pricey.
Extremely pricey.
But
we wanted to cover everything.
Yeah, and everything is very nice. We've never been in an Airstream. And I really wanted to check out everything because we knew that they're rated for full-time living, so.
And we looked at some flying clouds and no.
He's 6'2" and can't even stand up in the shower.
Yeah, the flying cloud's just not going to work for us. Now this one's really nice.
This one's nice. I could live in this one, but the storage is on the short end of the stick, so you really have to be tight with your things.
These things really lack outside storage for sure, and then the inside storage. I mean, the storage that they have is nice.
Yeah,
but
it's just not plentiful.
I mean, compared to what we have, what we have now has so much storage.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at this thing.
Yeah, we'll take you around.
Hit some of the high points.
Starting with this nice, huge sofa.
Yeah,
which is very comfortable, and it even has the center flip down with a solid surface tabletop.
What I really like, just John, is all these windows.
Yeah, and they're all tinted, so it's...
Yeah, UV tinted.
But it just makes it feel so open and airy
and then
just nice.
These windows up here I really like.
Yeah.
Just lets in a lot of light.
Right, and even has the skylights.
Now looking at the storage, I mean, you got two cabinets here, and the construction of these things is really, really good.
And it is fairly deep, but it still is lacking of like real closet space. You're really going to be tight on clothing. You're going to be tight on kitchen stuff. But this is very solid.
Yeah, I mean, look at those hinges.
But they better be for what you're paying. This is kind of their bread and butter. And moving on, I really love the countertop. Love this one basin deep sink. It's
this sink is really nice.
This is what I want in our current campers, a one basin deep sink. And you even get this extension, which is also a solid surface. Along with your dinette table, which is incredibly sturdy.
And comfortable.
Yeah, the seating is very comfortable and everything.
I didn't think I was going to like the position of the TV, but it actually is really nice.
Yeah, we would probably sit up back on that couch and it would be fine with me. They have a great oven and a cooktop with a microwave. So that's something that we do like, is like a nice oven.
But like, I mean, you can see that there's a real lack of kitchen storage. I mean, it's got, what it has is nice.
Yeah.
Have a huge closet.
There's a big refrigerator and freezer, and here is the pantry. So there's like little racks right here, and then this pull-out pantry. For full-time living, this may be enough. I might just have to go to the store kind of often. And this is a very large closet with a hanger. So it could be for your clothing, but you might need stuff to put like your broom and mop and stuff like that. Coats.
Now, something I don't like.
This right here.
Is this tiny, tiny little shower.
It's just lacking in space. Now for me, I'm 5'7", and I could make do. But if you're any taller than me, good luck.
Here, I'll jump in.
All right.
So I'd have
You
to...
can't even stand up straight.
This is how I'd have to shower.
Wait. We gotta close you in there. Can you even move your arms around to...
I can kind of turn a little bit. But, I mean...
He's got his knees bent. I mean, yes, there is a tiny little seat. He would have to utilize that.
Yeah. I mean, I could do it.
But would you want to do it for a lifetime?
Would I want to do it for $100,000? Don't know. The bathroom's nice.
But yes, the bathroom is nice. Your toilet. And your big countertop. Really nice sink. Big mirror.
It's on auto.
Oh, no wonder it wasn't doing anything. Nice towel rack, and then even this right here would be your medicine cabinet. But this is plenty of, there's a decent amount of storage in here because everything down here, these two cabinets, and then over here is another cabinet. So that's decent. I can handle that.
But, I mean, you can just like feel the quality of this thing even in this door. This is a solid door. A solid hardware.
Right. It makes a solid sound when you shut it.
Yeah.
And then on to the bedroom.
This is a kind of another love-hate for me because I love the windows. Love them. But storage.
Right.
Like in our Jayco, we've got closets on both sides where you can hang a bunch of clothes. Now we do have that big huge closet there.
Right.
So it kind of is like, well, don't have storage necessarily here, but you have a gigantic closet.
But there is storage under the bed and above the bed as well. Nice stainless feel.
Yeah, I mean, I like the lights, I like the vents. Let's see, you got a drawer. Pretty big drawer.
And the flooring almost feels like tweed bamboo. I don't know even how to describe what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's not carpet and it's not like linoleum or anything like that. It's like a mixture between the two. It feels very sturdy.
On both sides, solid surface nightstands, 2 USB ports and 2 outlets.
And
on each side.
A drawer and a cabinet.
Yeah.
And on the sides of the beds, right here, there's another drawer, and there's another one just like that on the other side. And the bed, obviously, it pulls up like that, so you can watch TV and whatnot, and then...
Which is nice.
And the bed itself, for being a stock RV bed, is pretty comfortable.
I'd put our mattress in here.
Well, yeah, but considering RV mattresses...
You know, I like this thing a lot more than I thought I was going to. I looked at floor plans and pictures online, but now that I'm in it, I mean, it doesn't even have a slide, and I'm really liking it.
I don't miss the fact that it doesn't have a slide is like a non-issue for me because it feels plenty wide. Like the walkway and everything is just perfect. Feels fine to me. And like even like this is like feels almost like a suede.
Yeah.
So just very luxurious feels, but it should.
Well, I mean, like everything in here has a solid feel.
Right, and here's like your lights, your switches, and a remote for, I'm assuming, a TV, but I don't know. It's different. But I'm really liking all these windows, that's for sure.
Yeah, so much light is in here.
I think we can make do with this, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Made in USA.
Yeah. But
okay, I was wondering why these were white. They're just covers, protectors.
As you can see, there's absolutely no outside storage.
Oh, there's whatever this is.
You got this back here. Water connection. There's a dump valve. Looks like the dump valves are all enclosed.
That's what I was gonna say. It looks like they're enclosed.
Yeah. Oh, I can see up front here underneath. Let me see if I can zoom. Sewer hose storage up there. It's got Michelin tires. Little storage here. See if that's open.
I was gonna say, and then this looks like. Power cord.
There's some storage.
And then these lift up and there's a bin under there.
Yeah, all the way across.
Yep.
You can tell that we are brand new to Airstreams.
Yeah, but we're not brand new to RVs, so we're looking for all the things that we're used to.
Got a backup camera.
And there's another storage bin here. They've got the seal pressed up against it. Doesn't like it.
I don't know what you do with that, to be honest.
Put the dog chains there.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with it.
I have no idea.
Let's take a look underneath. Electric stabilizers.
Did you see what it weighed?
10,000 pounds.
Okay. I wonder what this is.
I don't know. It's brand new to me. The door feels solid.
Yeah, there's so much.
I mean,
I was going to go with everything else, so. Because that table's really comfortable too.
Hey everyone.
so we waited a day to give our final thoughts on the Airstream because we
Didn't want to make any rash decisions.
Right, when we were in there looking at it, we're all like, ooh.
Right, all glossy-eyed and excited, and
so we wanted to sleep on it and
then give a more thoughtful review.
right. Overall, I loved it.
I really liked it. I was surprised because I was expecting that I would like it, and I wasn't expecting I would like it that much.
I went in expecting to be like, whatever. It's
Right.
a really expensive camper.
He wasn't nearly as excited as I was.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, after being in it and touching it, I fell in love with it, really.
Yeah, that was very nice. All the fit and finish was very nice. You know, everything was solid surface. You know, loved all the windows. It was amazing.
The only thing I could equate the quality of the Airstream to would be a diesel pusher.
Yeah.
And diesel pushers cost a lot more than an Airstream does.
Right. I mean, diesel pushers are really nice, but I'm just not willing to cough up that kind of change. And even coughing up the kind of Airstream change
It is hard.
is debatable as well. But
yeah, I mean,
it's something we're strongly considering.
the diesel pushers we looked at, we found a used one for $190,000, and then we found new ones for like $250,000. That's just not going to happen.
No,
And
not worth it.
the MSRP on the trailer we looked at was $141,000. And then they had a floor plan that we really liked, but they didn't have it there with the rear bathroom, and that was $152,000.
Yeah.
But we've seen them online with a sale price of about $120, $125.
Right, and those prices were crossed out, so you know that they're lower than that is what they're asking, which they better be because that's not where it should be either.
Well, even at $120,000 versus a diesel pusher for $250,000,
Yeah.
it's a whole lot easier to swallow that.
Yep, it is. The only thing that we found to be lacking, which is obvious if you've ever seen an Airstream, is just there's no outdoor storage. It's very, very limited.
Now, the model that we did look at, the 30 Classic,
Yes.
that had storage in the back under the bed, which was actually quite a bit of storage.
That was quite a bit of storage, but and
it had like that basement storage underneath. You lift the panel up, there's storage under there.
Yeah.
It's still less storage than we have with this Jayco.
Right. I mean, granted, we have this camper pretty loaded down to the point of excessive. It's not needed what we do travel with. It's just, sure, why not? Let's just take it because we can. And,
you know, we were looking really hard at Class A motorhomes, and an Airstream cannot, on any level, compete with the exterior storage of a Class A motorhome. It's just not even fair.
No, that's not even on the same playing field.
So our workaround would be to put a cap on our pickup, and that would be our exterior storage for most of the stuff.
Right. And some things would fit and some things wouldn't. But the other nice thing about the exterior with the Airstream is that it is fully enclosed underbelly, and the dump valves are also enclosed and heated.
Right. The Class A motorhomes we were looking at, the dump valves and everything were completely exposed. They're just open to the weather. Like Lynn said with the Airstream, it's all enclosed and heated.
Right, and they do have tank heater pads as well. So that's, I mean, those are nice things that we would like.
We don't anticipate camping in really cold weather, but we want to have the ability.
In case I do get a job, and let's say I need a job, and the only one that is up at that point in time happens to be somewhere where it's cold. We don't want to be like, well, we can't.
Right.
So we just want to have that ability if it comes up.
I believe that Airstreams are considered to be 4-season, but from what I've read from other people, they say it's more likely a 3-season. So if you own an Airstream, let us know. Right,
because what he was reading was from 10 years ago.
Right.
So, I mean, you can't really say that a 10-year-old Airstream is built as the same as right now. Right. I mean, with the features and whatnot. Because the sales guy that we spoke to, he and his wife actually live in their Airstream, and he says he's had it down into the single digits without issue. So.
And, you know, if you own an Airstream, tell us what you hate about it. Tell us what you love about it.
Would you do it again? Would you recommend others to also buy an Airstream?
And, you know, the model we looked at had a very small shower, but for me, I can work with it.
Yeah, all the showers have those little seats, I guess, in them, and he would just have to utilize that. And
yeah.
Even I might, in some instances. You just have to make do. I mean, really, you're just in there to get clean. It's not like a luxury spa.
And the other floor plan that we liked, which was the 33 Classic, has a rear bath, which is the total width of the trailer, which gives you a massive bathroom for an Airstream.
It had just a regular, nice radial shower, like you see in a lot of the...
But that puts the bed in the front. And I like the idea better of having the bed in the rear. So if you're in a back-in site that backs against the woods or even to a beach, you're away from the traffic up front by the road.
Unless you're in a middle row and you're just backed up to people on both sides, and it doesn't matter. So I really don't have a preference.
I like the rear bedroom better.
I like the rear bathroom better just because I like the bigger bathroom space. I don't care where the bed is. Interior storage looked to be good. Workable.
Yeah, it is workable. I think we definitely have more storage inside in this Jayco.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, it's kind of like whatever, because we got a lot of storage in here that we're not really using or utilizing.
Or we're utilizing it with things that we really wouldn't need. Like these big bottom cabinets, we have a ton of extra blankets that no one ever stays with us.
Right.
We really
don't even need to carry them.
So it's just stuff like that where we have it, so we're like, kind of goes from camper to camper to camper. But if we got an Airstream, we'd obviously stop the cycle of taking it with us.
Yeah, I've completely flipped from being whatever about Airstreams to like, I gotta have one now.
Yeah.
There's the issue of it doesn't have a slide out. But I think Airstream does a really good job of how they lay out the floor plan and use the space that's available.
Yeah, it felt way more roomy than I was expecting.
And it's a little wider than most trailers, because most trailers are 96 inches wide, which is 8 feet. An Airstream is 8 feet 5.5 inches wide, which 8 feet 6 inches wide is the legal limit for width.
Right.
And that little bit of extra space apparently makes quite a bit of difference.
It did. We've owned probably, I want to say 3 campers at least, maybe even 4, that did not have a slide. So we're familiar with the layout of RVs that don't have slides.
Now, when we went and looked at it, it was just Lynn and I, and it was absolutely fine for the 2 of us. But we have 2 dogs that weren't there with us. I think that could be annoying.
Right. If the dealer would let us bring our dogs in, and like we'd shut the door and like hang out in there for a little bit.
To make a sale, they just might.
Right. Just to see if it's workable. You know, that type of stuff.
And not having a slide doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me either.
We have opposing slides here, which is incredibly nice, but I also look at it as a slide out is potential problem.
Yeah, it's going to fail at its weakest link. Something that's mechanical and needs to move is a link.
Slides leak. Slides get stuck.
Right.
They get out of alignment.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where, you know, we're always weighing the pros and cons. We're definitely not throwing out the fact that we could just keep what we have. You know, we haven't made any decisions yet, so, except we made it a little more complicated by now it's like, keep what we have, get an Airstream or a Class A. So it's like,
The durability of our current trailer is the only thing that concerns me.
Yeah.
If we were to live in it every day and travel
a lot and live in it every day, it just seems like it would wear and tear to the extreme after a short amount of time. And with then me going to have from a full-time steady job to contract steady job, sometimes banks don't like that whole contract or self-employed title. So we want to make that decision now as to what to do.
All right. I think Airstreams aren't necessarily made for full-time, but I think they hold up to it a whole lot better.
Right. I would have to agree. So it's just another decision that now we got to make.
Yep.
Before we go on the road.
Like we said before, if you have an Airstream, let us know in the comments what you think or what you love or hate about Airstream.
Yeah, what you like, what you don't like. Would you recommend it? Would you buy another one again? You know, all those types of questions.
Basically, is it worth the money?
Is it worth it? We want to know, is it really worth it?
I think the quality is the highest we've seen in a trailer.
Right, and we're not necessarily saying that we would buy a brand new one either.
No, we're not opposed to used, but the dealer we were at, all they had was new stuff. So
we just want to throw that out there. We're not just sticking to new, and you know the price tags obviously are high both ways, but not as high used. So we're not opposed to that. On that note, I think that's all we have.
Yep, let us know.
All right, see you guys later.